guys, what's going on? Paul Sanchez here with another video, and this one is in regards to push-up variations that you guys can add to your fitness routines. However, I would highly advise you to be able to do 10 standard push-ups on your toes for you to be able to do most of the variations that I'm about to show you. Keep in mind, I will still show you guys the modifications for each variation, so then you can get to that advanced level. So let's get started with the first one, and that's the hand clap push-up. You're gonna start in a standard push-up position, keeping the core nice and tight so your back doesn't arch, all right, specifically your lower back, keeping the whole back straight. And then plant your hands, left hand, pretend you're turning a doorknob to the left as you plant it, and then vice versa, pretend you're turning a doorknob to the right when you plant your right hand firmly. And then you're gonna go all the way down, and you're gonna tap that chest. You're gonna go lower than you usually would at about 90 degrees, all right, because you want enough momentum for you to be able to push off the ground. All right, the lower you go, the more torque you'll have in pushing off the ground and clapping. All right, and if that's uncomfortable for you, then I would highly recommend going on an elevated surface like a chair or a couch and do the exact same thing by keeping that core tight, keeping that back straight, and then again clapping off of the elevated platform. And you're gonna find that it's a lot easier for you to adjust to that movement and practice the movement, because once you get used to it, you can come back down to the ground and try it there. And if you actually still have trouble on your toes, then you can use a cushion, place your knees on the cushion, and then do the same exact thing that you would on your toes. All right, that's the next progression from the elevated surface. The next push-up is the tiger bend push-up. Now, this is not to get it confused with the tiger bend handstand push-up, because there'll be many videos that say tiger bend push-up, but it'll be the handstand version. Here it's just on the parallel ground, and again, you're gonna start in a standard push-up position. Keep that core nice and tight. I will never stop saying that because you wanna keep that lower back from arching. You're gonna go down all the way, tap that chest slightly, and you're gonna plant your elbows from here, like so, using your toes as stability. And then back, up, down, back, up, down, back, forward, and up. It's a quick move. As you get used to the movement, it really works on the triceps because you're coming down into a plank position. Very similar to the elbow plank push-up that I showed in the previous push-up video. However, this is a lot quicker than the slow motion that you would do for a regular plank push-up, where you start at the top and you go down. Very different because you actually have more spacing and you're bringing your elbows to 90. Here, in this one, you don't necessarily need to have elbows at 90. You just need to keep them inwards, plant them on the ground, and come back up. And you also don't want to bring your hips upward like this, because then that means you're not keeping your core tight. You want to keep your core tight the whole time, up and back to starting position. If you have trouble with that, you're gonna go again on your knees, have a cushion, and then you're gonna do the same movement. Start at the top, go back down, plant your elbows, move forward, and then instead of toes being the stability, you're gonna use your knees for stability. And it's okay to bring your toes up or your feet up in this case, because you have a cushion for you to not put pressure on your knees, all right? So use those knees as slight stability as you're doing the progression. Next exercise is the pike push-up. Now, this one's a really good one to target the anterior delts, the front shoulders. Here, you're gonna wanna square out your feet, plant them. And again, square out your feet here as well. You do not need to flatten your feet particularly. If you have flexibility on your hamstring, which is something that you need to be able to do this exercise, then perfect. Keep those arms straight, and you're gonna have your eyes on your toes the whole time, even when you go down, as I'm about to show you. Core nice and tight. You're gonna go all the way down and come back to starting position. All the way down, back to starting position. This is the pike push-up right here. And you're really working on those delts, anterior delts. Back. So this is a much more challenging push-up variation if you want to target the shoulders. This is pretty much the body weight equivalent of overhead shoulder presses, and a really good way to strengthen your overall upper body, especially if you want to get to a handstand push-up. The variation that you guys can do to modify is go again on an elevated surface, a chair or a couch, and do the excuse me, and do the very same thing. Okay, so again, plant your hands, go down and keep your eyes fixated on your toes. So then you train yourself to keep your cervical spine straight with your upper body, okay? And once you get comfortable enough with that, go ahead and try the pike push-up on the ground. And again, the highest part of your body should be your booty, where you pretty much peak right there, and then you keep your back straight. Next exercise is the last and final one, which is the pseudo planche push-up. Now, pseudo because a planche push-up is where you're completely parallel to the ground, your toes are not touching, and you're only using your entire upper body to keep yourself up. All right, so you're propping yourself up. That's a lot more advanced, a lot more difficult, one of the more difficult calisthenics moves to do. In fact, one of the most difficult calisthenics push-ups to do. From here on out, pseudo planche push-up, you're gonna actually plant your hands in a diagonal manner, like so. First, align them with your face, that's okay. But then you're gonna move forward with your entire torso, all right? Bring your shoulders downward toward your hips. And then you're gonna be in the diagonal manner with your hands. What that does is put pressure on your biceps, all right? So then it's okay to lock out on this instance because you're not just putting all the pressure on your elbows. You're putting the pressure forward on the biceps as opposed to on a standard push-up position, you'd have them locked out here if you did that. You're not supposed to lock it out on a standard push-up, lock it out on the pseudo planche, as you see here. And from here, you're gonna go all the way down. Your hands are gonna be pretty much almost in line with your hips or slightly above. And you're gonna lock out. Right there, lock out. All right, that really engages your shoulders, your lower chest, all right? And this is more of the advanced variations of the push-ups for you to be able to strengthen your upper body. Now, if you have trouble with this variation, which is, I don't blame for people that are starting out, you're gonna just do holds, either on your knees, all right? You're gonna hold it and then go slightly slow on the way down for about 3 to 5 seconds and then back up, recuperate, restart, and again, do the very same thing. 3 to 5 seconds negatives on the way down, and then again restart. If that's, you've had enough of that one, you can also do regular push-ups as you would do them on your toes, but do negatives in that fashion instead. So negatives on your toes all the way down, and then come back up. All right, so that's pretty much the 4 variations that you can add to your fitness routines to make your upper body days a lot more challenging, especially if you have never done these before and you're looking for a new routine to add to your day. I would recommend some of these push-up variations. So again, guys, I hope that this video helped in any way, shape, or form, and I hope that you guys have a great rest of your week as well as day. So let's get it, no excuses, and I will see you guys in the next video. And if you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, give a thumbs up to this video, and again, I'll see you guys next time. Take care.